Well, before I go this Sunday, I ain't gonna make it to church. I gotta go to work. Gotta do a Bowling Green and two Columbia, Tennessee's. Make two drop off, three drop off. But I was back. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and this might help somebody. I hope it do. Well, if it don't, it shoulda. 2 years ago, I found myself running the streets and hanging out with the fellas, chasing girls and everything. And I found myself, got too caught up in the streets and lost my place, lost my cars, lost my house, lost everything. It's very serious and it's touching to me. So I found myself homeless, didn't have nowhere to stay, out there doing lines of cocaine and drinking myself to death. And I finally said, man, this ain't you. You grew up in church, come from a church family. Everything ain't perfect, but you can do better than this. You know, I could have went home and all that, but you know, I'm bullheaded and I figure I can make it happen. But I found myself lost, couldn't do nothing right. Everything was falling apart. You know, I had nice cars, nice everything, big money, lots of money. Don't mean nothing when your mind ain't right and you're lost. And you find yourself at a place, either you're going to do right, you're going to turn your life around, or either you're going to keep doing the same old thing. And the more you do the same old thing, excuse me, the worse it get on you. So I'm going to leave y'all with this and a couple more things I want to say. If you find yourself lost and you need someone to talk to, I'm not perfect, but come talk to me, 'cause I can tell you it ain't nothing in them streets. It ain't nothing in them clubs and bars and all that. We done spent a ton of money, and then the next day you're sad and mad and depressed because you can't pay your bills and you ain't got no money in your pocket. But I found myself riding with my daddy one day, and he said, man, when you gonna come out of them streets, come on back to church. It's kind of touching for me, y'all. I said, man, I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it, man. So I went to church that Sunday, and something moved me in the church, and I just said, man, it's time for me to do right, man. So I went up there, you know, Pentecostal church. You go up there and repent and come back to church and all that. So to say that, to say this, and I stayed in church, was doing good, paying my tithes, and then my life started to change. I'm not perfect by no means, but my life started to change. So once I got to going to church and serving God, giving God a little of my time and stuff like that, and you know, putting Him in my life first before anything, before liquor, beer, powder, whatever, you know, women, cars, places. Man, I started gaining stuff. I first got me a nice place to live, got me a nice car, went to truck driving school. Me, truck driving school. Got a nice job at Pepsi Cola. Once you make up your mind you're going to do right, it ain't no limit to what you can do. Don't never give up on life. Don't never give up on yourself. We are here for a reason. So, to make a long story short, I got to get out of here, but I need to touch somebody this morning. I need to tell you, your life ain't over because it look bad right now. It ain't never over. I mean, you can make a change today. It starts with you. When you admit in yourself that you have a problem and you are willing to accept help, there it is right there. There it is right there. Yeah, no more. I ain't got to say no more. There it is. You already done started right there. So I've been doing good. I'm not perfect by no means, but I got my mind right. When I used to go out and drink and get drunk and all that stuff and hang out in the clubs, I don't do that no more. I might sip or something at the house now. I might go to church. You know, I go to church sometime, but I'm still not perfect. I'm still a work in progress. But what I'm saying, when you get focused, that if you always did what you always done, you're gonna always be what you always been. But what I'm saying is, Start with your inside of your heart and tell yourself that I need help. And when you admit you need help, it ain't no stopping to you. The sky's the limit. So Big Bob loves you. And this is my testimony. I mean, when I first got my house, when I first moved in my house, I looked around. I said, am I drunk? I done broke in somebody's house. I couldn't believe it. Me, a convicted felon, working at PepsiCo. So don't tell me he won't do it for you. All you got to do is put forth a little effort. He ain't gonna do everything. You got to do something. It took me a while to go through that truck driving school. I thought I was gonna quit. It's 101-degree weather in July and August on that concrete pavement. I said, man, I'm gone. I'm out of here. I can't do this, man. And some said, boy, if you quit now, you ain't gonna never do nothing in your life. So I stayed there, but I had my bottle of ice water with me. I had that water with me because it was hot out there for a big boy like me. But I love everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? God's been good to us all. We still here, breathing. There's a lot of us gone. That's why I love that song. I am a living testimony. Could have been dead and gone. But Lord, you let me live on. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's it. He let you live when a lot of your friends gone. You need to pick yourself up, stop whining. Toughen up, man up. And do what you got to do to get yourself together. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing in life. It ain't nothing out here free. You got to work for it and you got to strive to be better. Like I said, ain't nobody perfect but God. But please, Facebook friends and family, do something for yourself today. Tell somebody you love them. You know, get out, look, put some applications in if you ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Do something. I mean, I just don't, amaze me is how God can bless you if you just give him a little effort. I'm not no preacher. I'm not no saint. I'm just a child of God trying to tell somebody what he can do for you if you let him. And I got to look about 5 more minutes and I got to go. But all I'm telling y'all is hold on, pray. You ain't got to be no big-time Christian to pray. Your knees ain't broke. Get on them. I do every day. But I just love to try to help somebody and tell them my story. Maybe that might help them. Hi, Bobby, Pepsi? But it ain't got to be Pepsi, be anywhere else. Man, I was at the mail plant, working at the post office. Man, I'm trying to tell you, when you see on the application, well, have you ever been convicted of a felony? Check it. God can put a blindfold over the eyes. They won't even see that. And it's been so long ago, they don't even 7 years, they don't even go back to 7 years. So do yourself a favor. Get yourself together. Because you know what I'm saying? Time ain't waiting no more, man. And I love you. Amen. Bye-bye.